Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people. How you doing? Welcome back to another Beyonce reaction video. All right, we're gonna be a bit more happy with this reaction. Okay, the last one was brutal, but we needed to do it, and now we are doing the one that you all asked for, and it is the Making the Gift documentary. Now, I've managed to find the full version. It was linked to me by one of you amazing people. There's loads of different versions going around, which is kind of weird, but this is the original full version, the 42-minute long one that's literally listed on IMDb. I'm really excited about this. I'm actually surprised. The more I speak to Beehive, the more I'm kind of confused around the popularity of like Black is King. Because to me, that seems like one of the best cinematic experiences I've watched. And yet, apparently it didn't really win any awards. It wasn't really that popular when it first came out. No one really mentioned it. It was like kind of quiet. I don't understand. I think it's one of the greatest projects I've ever seen Beyonce create, and I don't understand how it wasn't bigger. Am I missing something? Is there a reason? Like, what happened? Did they release it on the same day they released something else? Like, did Beyonce just release like 100 things and then just quietly release that? I don't get it. I think it is a freaking masterpiece, and I can't wait to see the behind the scenes. So let's see the behind the scenes. I'm probably gonna have to blur this, so I'll put the full unblurred on Patreon. I'll leave a link to that in the description. I'm not gonna split it into two parts. We are literally gonna do a nice, long, giant freaking Beyonce video for all of you right now. We're gonna watch the entire thing together. Please like, please subscribe, and let's jump into my first time of reaction to Beyonce's Making the Gift, the documentary for Black is King. Gosh, I cannot wait to watch this.
Everything you see exists together in a delicate balance. You need to understand that balance and respect all the creatures, from the crawling ant to the leaping antelope. All connected.
It never really occurred to me, like watching this, how much Beyonce didn't just include like African people and African culture, but like everything. Like even with using like the Lion King and having this, it's like the wildlife and the scenery and the locations and the nature, and it was every aspect. It really was. She wanted to include everything, every part of that.
Circle of life.
From the people to where they live and what surrounds them. Ah, that's why it's called Making the Gift. I didn't even think about that.
Visiting countries in Africa, it's always an emotional experience for me. It feels like I'm making peace with a part of me that's yearning for my ancestral connection.
So. Do you get like an intercom on a private flight?
We just landed in Africa.
Beyonce with her bubbies.
To be able to relive some of the experiences that I've been very fortunate to have over the years with my entire family.
You have to admire so much how Beyonce just includes her family in everything. Every project she can possibly have them in, she has them in. Everything. Like she's like, if I'm doing it, they're doing it. It's like include. And for me, it's weird because like with celebrities, sometimes you feel like they're forcing their kids to like try and be celebrities. With Beyonce, it feels the complete opposite. It feels like she's doing all these projects and all these incredible things, and she's like loving it and is passionate about it, and she wants to include them. She's like, this is the best thing ever. I want you to be a part of it. It feels different, doesn't it? Instead of it feeling like some like fabricated forced thing, it feels like a mother who just wants to like make anything she's doing, anything fun, she just wants them to be there with her.
We come from this land.
It really does.
We share the same blood.
She seems like an amazing
And that spirit
mother.
is unmatched. It's a force from within that I feel best through the rhythm and vibrations of the African sounds. That feeling of belonging, the feeling of knowing where you come from. That's what I want for my children. What does the cat do? Meow. What does the cow do? The cow. What does the lion do?
You'll get it, Simba. Just takes time.
Takes time.
When I was asked,
I love the thumbs up kids do. Any parents watching this, you'll know exactly what I mean. When kids do thumbs up when they're young, they like just like this, like yeah, yeah. When my so when I go pick up my eldest son from school, whenever he comes out, he'll tell me if he's had like a good day at school, and he'll come out and he'll be like this. He'll be like yeah, yeah. It's like it's always funny.
To be a part of The Lion King, I was overwhelmed and beyond excited. It was full circle for me, considering as a kid it was my favorite movie. And now I could share this film with my entire family.
Oh gosh.
If you feel insignificant, you better think again. Better wake up because you're part of something way bigger.
I love this opening. I love this opening so much.
Not just some words in the Bible verse. You are the living word. You're part of something way bigger. Bigger than you, bigger than we. Bigger than the picture they framed us to see. But now we see it, and it ain't no secret. No. There was a spirit that was deeper than all of us that was very present during the process of the gift. Stu, I hear some opera in the background. Could you bring me back to the first verse?
I feel like Beyonce hides her vocals. I do. I 100% believe she like. I feel like Beyonce is a video game character who has completed the video game and has unlocked everything and has like every single character like power and ability. She's unlocked it. She's completed the game 10 times. Every side mission, everything. She's like the super powerful character. And that's what her voice is like. That equivalent. It's the only way I can think to compare it. And she just like, she's like nailed it. So she's like, I'll just use some of this. I'll use some of this, use some of this. Like she has all the powers, but she just like teases us with them a little bit. Because it just casually hits this there and just her hoodie just like, oh, just hitting this opera note. She looks like she's like half asleep. And like, look at her. She's so casual. And honestly, it looks like you could put Beyonce like that, just lying down in a bed and just like, oh, just like hitting those notes. Look at her. She makes it look effortless.
Let me do it one more time.
Gosh, Beyonce, your voice is inhuman.
Let love be the water. I pour into you and you pour into
Bigger
me.
melts me, by the way. I feel like it's just like reassurance for anyone who ever doubted themselves.
I'll be a sanctuary. You just don't know it yet. You just don't know it yet. No matter how hard it gets, you got my blood in you, and you're gonna rise. You're part of something way bigger. You're part of something way bigger.
She's known for being a songwriter, right? That's where.
Gosh, man.
I'm
God.
just trying to think of a way to really focus this. And it may be good to just go through because it tells you basically the storyline of the film, the titles, and like a synopsis of what those songs are about. So we can try to match some of these songs to the same emotions that happen throughout the film. So we have like a rounded body of work.
Sure, so when I'm listening to them.
Yeah.
There's so much to it, you know. I think when we're taking the time like this.
Is that who I think it is? Is that actually Ray? The one, like, famous freaking singer Ray did the song with Lisa. That Ray? It kind of looks like her. Same name. She was a songwriter on this? Stacey Barth. Stacey Barth. I heard that name as well.
To look into the metaphors and kind of like the intentions of the film in the first place. It is family, it is blood.
I love the classic like
ancestry,
British accent.
It is pain.
You only really get it in London
It
these
is
days.
losing people you love.
It's slowly
It's
fading.
life.
Let me tell you something my father told me. Look at the stars. The great kings of the past look down
Gosh, she
on
just
us
lights
from
up the
those
room,
stars.
doesn't she?
Yeah, it's just like you know, you understand, like
It's more of an attitude than
attitude thing. You know, what kind of attitude that you get?
I love that.
The thing about
Nice
music
energy.
in Africa is originality. We create music out there based on the surroundings, based on what we go through every day.
Find your way back goes back to the Bible, knowing that you can always look up to the gods and know exactly where your next move should be.
When we checked out this, when we checked out Black is King, we went through it all. I had loads of people recommended some of the artists that popped up, and by some of them, I mean bloody all of them. I feel like I've been given a new roster of names I need to investigate and check out and react to, and I cannot wait to explore them. And this is one of them.
1, 2, ready.
Ricky Robo Robo Rebe, Aliko Silva Robi Rebi Rebi.
One thing I'm noticing, it doesn't feel as grand as I expected it to be. I expected it to be like this massively grand project. But does anyone else feel like there's a more casual nature to it? Does that make sense?
I did not want to take away the grit
Love
and the reality.
this.
Find your way back.
Oh!
Because there are very adult underlining life lessons in Lion King.
Dad would be so proud, won't he?
It's a gift he'll never forget.
I did not want to water it down. I also did not want to lose the authenticity of Africa, and it all starts with the drum beat and the groove.
That's something so... This is literally what I was saying. It doesn't feel like this grand project. It doesn't. It feels way more natural. And and it sounds like that was what Beyonce was going for. It wasn't the idea of camera, lights, production, let's make it all Hollywood. It was the idea of let's go there and just like bounce off each other. You know, feel the vibe, feel the energy, and make it organic. And I didn't expect it to be this much like that. But it does feel like that. Doesn't it? Like, considering the other projects we checked out, this one feels way more down to earth. Entourage.
Party home, babe. We gotta check. That's not for the kids' book.
Her entourage and her team feels like a lot smaller.
Church, and then I got a call that, oh, your flight's booked. I'm like, what? I was a little tensed up when I got here. I was like, is this real? Funny enough, I saw people that had worked with in Africa. I saw T.O. Savage. I saw PTJ from London. Van Kuli from Nigeria was there too. When I saw these people, I was like, okay, you know, this feels like home a little bit.
Grandma.
Hey, precious.
I remember when we went to Ghana, we had these albums just on loop when we were playing football with all the kids and that. Remember?
What song were you playing?
It was, okay, so remember this one, Grandma? Remember this one I've been playing? Do you know what album this was from?
You go to Ghana Web songs.
Ghana Web songs.
Ghana Web. When you go there, you can, or you go to YouTube, Ghana Music.
Just like, I love it. You gotta love the older generation's advice. Do you remember this song that I was listening to the other day? Yes. Go on YouTube and type in song you were listening to other day. Thanks. I'm trying to find this song from Ghana. So go on YouTube and type in Ghana songs. Oh, thank you. I love it.
You go to YouTube, Ghana Music.
I love it. I love it. See what I mean about that, like, natural, organic feel? Even this. It really does. It feels so stripped down.
This is just one rope. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Because this sounds normal. Like,
yeah.
It didn't sound like it's playing.
Yeah. It's calm.
We wanted to make sure we really captured the essence of the dance culture in Africa. There's a freedom to the way you dance when you hear Don't Jealous Me.
That's that jealousy. Don't you jealous me? God, the album is so good as well. I feel like I took the visuals in more than the album, but the freaking songs are incredible.
I don't think there's anybody who comes from Africa that has no special affection for Lion King. And so I might not follow up on as being, but it's right at the back of your mind. Lion King, Africa, that's me. I'm the Lion King, you know?
I love that. Not one damn song sounded the same on this album either. Like, nothing. Everything was individually crafted and unique and completely separated from the other songs. And you can see why. You, like, listen to this, you can see why. It's because every single person that worked on every song was different. And this is why I said it didn't feel so much like a Beyonce album. And it still doesn't. It doesn't feel like a Beyonce album. It feels like Beyonce was the director, not the artist. And when you listen to this and you watch this behind the scenes, you understand it a bit more. It makes sense. Because that's what Beyonce was going for.
Burna Boy, he sings about the struggle. And
remember, one of the first compliments I gave Beyonce was the fact that she lifts up everyone who's on stage with her. She does the same behind the camera and off the stage too.
And the dreams of everyone making it.
Before I dip out, can you talk a little bit about the message of the song real quick?
Oh, which song?
This one, like what's the little bit about the lyrics?
Basically, it's just about Lagos, where it's like everybody's looking for blessing in Lagos. You get me? Everybody's in a rush. Everybody's looking for greener pastures in Lagos.
It's more than just the music. It's a soundscape. It's sonic cinema. And it leaves space for you to put yourself in the film. And I think that's really powerful. Kendrick sent over a track, and it felt like your subconscious. It felt like...
Kendrick is the freaking master at this. He absolutely is. Of course. And the way Beyonce describes it is flawless. It is literally Kendrick. It is a subconscious. It is a vibe. I've always said Kendrick unplugs you. He does something to your brain. He doesn't just make music. He wants to make you feel. He wants to take you on some kind of like imagination journey. And that's literally what he does. And I love that Beyonce described it the way she did, because that's how it felt like going down the Kendrick Lamar rabbit hole. some moments in his songs, you just feel like you've been unplugged from reality.
It felt like your subconscious. It felt like that moment before you pass on, where your life kind of flashes and you're fighting for your life.
Told myself if I dive in it without precaution of a life jacket, then I'll dive in until I'm exhausted and I'm type like waistline on 4D, senses on 4D, feel like this for me.
Deep are the wounded, deep are the roots.
You guys told me that there's a few songs between Beyonce and Kendrick Lamar. I think I've only fully reacted to one. We need to react to all of them.
Nubian, doused in brown, I'm lounging in it. Mountain of youth, don't know I'm drowning in it. I'm in the now, deep in the now. I'm in the now, deep in the now. That sound good.
Hakuna Matata lyrics.
It means no worries for the rest of your days. It's a problem-free philosophy.
Donald Glover did this? Gosh, I think I've only watched the live action Lion King once. I really don't remember it. It was probably one of those films that like my sons, like if you've got kids again, you'll know. Sometimes you put films on and you're like 10% watching it. Because if you watch films with kids, you're doing like 20 other things while you're watching it. I need to watch it again.
I'm so unbothered. I'm raising daughter. I'm so unbothered. I'm so unbothered. I'm raising daughter. I'm a couple to the heavens. Another night I won't remember. Promise this my move forever. Promise this my move forever, ever. Treasures dancing on the bezel. This kind of feeling unforgettable. Promise this my move forever. Promise this my move forever, forever and ever.
The first one to see a B outside the building, I'll be feeling like Prince. In 84, Mike was 79, Biggie. In 97, 94, I got it. Kumbaya, no kumbaya, just give me the Somali, yeah. I'm on the Taj, helmet when I jet ski. You know the vibes hit my head, forget on me. Oh my God, without the God and the XY, I'm afraid the whole game will be colonized. The marathon will be televised for NIP. Cause true kings don't die, we multiply. Peace.
Okay. He started rapping, I'm like, okay, and this melody, dun, 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 it just, that repetition came to my head. And we just went back and forth, and it just sparked.
I'm so unbothered. I'm so unbothered. I'll be so pressed while I'm raising daughters. Sons of
This is the best!
Stay in your struggle. Crystal blue water.
I love it!
Bloodline Rwanda.
Oh!
Why would you bother? I am Beyonce. Giselle knows Carter.
Oh my gosh, their connection is the sweetest. There is such a bond there. It's adorable. I love it. They're like the same freaking person. It's like a mini version of Beyonce. It is. It's adorable. I love it. It's literally like mini her. It's the best. Oh God, it melts my whole soul. It's so cute. The glasses and everything. Ah, this is adorable. Woo! That's a superstar in the making.
I am a whole mode. We get back to the rhythm. Me down by the river. We get me down by the river. We can dance to the rhythm. The sun is high and all the world is dry. Hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah. Hey, yeah, yeah, hey, yeah, yeah.
Look at the look at the ad. Tonight at 10. Fake FBI Edmund woman scam. What? Fake FBI Edmund woman scam. What does that title even mean? Fake FBI, Edmund woman scammed. Can someone decipher that? What's fake about FBI Edmund? Huh? An FBI woman? A person who works for the FBI? Or was someone scammed by a fake FBI thing? What's the Edmund thing? Is that where they're from? But then why is FBI and Edmund hyphened like that? I actually have no idea what that story is about. That is a weird title. Anyway.
Touch on something that's so real, but also in a way that makes you dance and feel free and liberated. And when I thought about the perfect person to collaborate with, it was for real.
All the time. When you watch like people from Africa in Africa like dancing like this, it like, and Beyonce talked about there being like this like in touch, this like, I don't know the word, this like connection. I think connection is the right word, right? You can actually see it. You can see it. There's like it's like you can feel the energy. There's something more there. I can't imagine what that's like. There's like an electricity, and you can see it. You can literally see it. You can just watch for 2 minutes. You see it. It's magic. Do. What do you want to do, puppy? You want me to let you out? Alright, I'm gonna go let the puppy out. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Let's go. I'm not much of a talker, baby, oh. Meet me down by the river. We can dance to the rhythm till the sun is high and the water runs dry. Nah, cute.
The women of Kenya carry on the cultural legacy of beating through their hands, their community, and music. There was so much soul and tradition in the way they create stories with beads. This is my beautiful queen.
And this dress is from Kenya. Okay, so I have to tell you one thing.
How old is she?
This is a circle, and this Africa life. Circle of life.
Oh my God,
So
she is so precious.
People worked on this project. I was very honored to have the women of Northern Kenya work on a very special costume for Blue at my mother's Waco Gala.
Everything around this project that you honestly don't realize the subtle details that she is like has crafted here. You don't. Thank you so much to like having this documentary that you get to see the intricacies that were poured into the creation process of Black is King. How much attention to detail Beyonce and her team. But like honestly, Beyonce wanted to make sure was part of this production process, was part of this movie, was part of this album. Beyonce really wanted to make sure that it was so true to her culture, where she's from. She wanted that so much. And you see that. You really, really see that.
Okay. Well, it's this combined with
she's so good.
low-pitched concert drum, concert bass on the one.
Concert.
But everything else is just this. Only the one is the boom, but everything is this.
It also was really important to me that the music was not the typical soundtrack, but something that kids felt safe and excited to share with their parents, as well as the parents with their kids.
Your skin just like pearls. Your skin like pearls. The best thing in the world. That's your part. That's different from you.
Brown skin girl. Your skin just like pearl. The best thing in the world. They'll never trade you for anybody else. Singing brown skin girl. Your skin just like pearl. The best thing in the world. I never trade you for anybody else. Singing.
Okay.
Brown skin girl, your skin just like pearls, the best thing in all the world. I never tell you for anybody else. Like a trophy when they always walking. She need an Oscar for the pretty dark skin. Pretty like Lupita when the camera's closing. Baby, when my killer's rolling.
Tina knows. I remember being out in the sun and I was trying to shield myself from the sun.
Yeah.
And she said, "Are you crazy?" She said, "You are absolutely gorgeous," and just told me how beautiful I was and how rare chocolate is and how gorgeous the skin is and all of this stuff. And I was just like, yeah, like a light went off. You know what I mean? And so between her and my mother and then me sitting out in the sun a little more just to be a little bit more chocolate, yeah, you just embrace it. You embrace everything that you are.
Oh man, I love that so much. I love that so much. I love it. I love that all like you just. It's this whole scene, this whole like minute and a half, like the influence and inspiration, the happiness and pride there as well, and having like Beyonce with Blue in the freaking like I wouldn't even say studio, like where even was that, and just like them two together and Blue just like singing and just like so happy and but also like so focused. Like Blue was really like focused, like proper, like giving it everything they had. And oh my word, man, this whole scene is the best.
When I see fathers singing
pride in a song.
Brown Skin Girl to their daughters, to know that my daughter can have the same opportunities and feel confident and feel like she doesn't have to take her braids down and she can comb her afro out and she can glisten in her brown skin, that is why I make music.
Yo, I went through so many identity crises growing up, like high school.
All because what? People didn't accept you
They didn't understand
as you.
They didn't understand being African. They don't like. I remember I was in like high school, like freshman year. I used to tell them I was half Jamaican, just so I can get over like them making dark jokes. It was crazy. Like I went through so many identity issues growing up. I figured that shit out though. Say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud.
It's one of those things. It's just like no one on this planet should ever not like look in the mirror and just be proud. Like no one. And it's sad that there's some fucking ignorant, awful people out there. I've been trying not to swear because I'm trying to like it. Whenever I do projects that don't really have like any kind of swearing in them, I try not to swear as well. Just because if people ever want to watch these with like they like younger ones, I'm like, I'll try not to swear, so I do apologize. I try and keep it a little bit PG when I do projects like this. You might notice that when I do things that don't have swearing in, I try not to swear as well. But anyway, it's like I can't even remember. I don't even remember. But yeah, it's sad that there's like it's sad that this still exists. It is, and it's also crazy. It's so weird. It's like no one should ever feel uncomfortable being themselves. Everybody should. That's one given thing that everyone should have. Just that's who you are. You know, you wake up one day and you're in this world, and this is the body you've got, and that's what you look like, and no one should ever say that that's wrong. Because that's you. Like that's you. That's literally what you've been given in this world. That's you. It's magic. It's a gift. You know. Always be proud of it. There's so much beauty in that pride as well. I love having Beyonce just teach so much. Across the world, show me.
We did not have a lot of time to put the gift together. The people that were involved had to really want to be involved. I feel like that passion that everyone had to have comes through in the music and on the album.
TikTok, pretty baby, you can get it back, don't you waste it.
See, this is the thing as well. Like, when I said that this doesn't feel like a big production, it absolutely is a big production, but it also isn't. You have so many different artists all collaborating and working on this album together under the banner of Beyonce. And yet, when you see them all making everything and doing everything, they're not in some big studios or even like high-end studios. Half of them look like they're in bedrooms or like random small rooms, and they're with like 1 or 2 other people. They're just there on a laptop doing the notes in a mic here and then going back to the laptop. It's very like stripped down and basic. And even though there's so many people involved, they're all involved on their own, it feels like.
From your past, gotta face it.
Does that make sense?
Okay, go down on baby. TikTok, pretty baby. You can get it back, don't you waste it. Go from your past, gotta face it.
I love her natural tone. Great voice. Like a real nice natural tone there. Who does it remind me of? Is it Kelly? I'm actually thinking like kind of reminds me of Kelly. There's a tone that I really like. I went to Egypt a long time ago. I think I was 15. I actually loved it. Egypt was amazing. It's quite intense of a place to visit, but it's there's an energy there. Yeah, there's something weird about Egypt in a good way.
This is what, I've been telling them about, that God is really alive and they should believe in my story. That's why I boldly tell people that Mako Malamda. Malam into me. For Philippians 4 verse 19, okay, my God shall supply all my needs according to his riches and glory in Christ Jesus. Psalm 32 verse 8, okay, I will instruct you and teach you in the way you should go. I shall guide you with my eye.
One of the things I admire so much in people is their religious beliefs. That like true belief in them when they're talking about it. That passion that comes through. I love it.
The king, you know it. King already, you know it. Top everything, you know it.
Probably my favorite bit of choreo in Black is King is this song. The way Beyonce moves on this and everyone else. I love it. Woo!
My baby, you know it. Top everything, you know it. King already, you know it. Time already.
It's interesting when you watch the dancers performing it because it's choreographed and synchronized, but also isn't. Both of them add their own flair to every move.
Time already, time already, shine already, time already, time already, time already.
This project is one of those situations where it's like people are reaching back.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that I feel like is what's needed too. Is like there's always been like this chasm between like the African American and the African. You know what I mean? And I think projects like this is like these are the bridges.
When you're a mother.
That is a freaking poster. That is beautiful. That's what it's all about right there. There's some people that like absolutely should be parents that are going to raise like good, kind kids. And we're literally looking at 2 of them right there. And like I said, I imagine Jay and Beyonce are just like wonderful freaking parents. You get that from them, don't you? You really do. You feel that love. It's like they're doing all these projects and they're like super famous and rich, but kids first. And that's all that matters.
There's a love that you experience with your kids that's deeper than anything you can imagine. The love is beyond earth and beyond
She's so right.
time and space.
She's so right.
And
you can't explain it.
It's a connection that will be constant. And the other side is that tenderness.
I love talking about it, and I'll talk about it forever, and I don't care if it annoys people. I'll talk about it forever. It's literally, the way I always describe it, is you think you know what love is. You think you look at your partner, you're like, man, I love my partner. I love my partner. This is love. I feel love here. You have a kid, and it's like all of a sudden there's like a key that just goes here, unlocks an entire new emotion. And you're like, what the heck is this feeling? What's this? this is a different feeling. I never felt this before. And it's like this emotion that you've never felt your whole life, never been able to access. You didn't even know it existed. Suddenly just like you access. And it's a whole different emotion. And you can only feel it when you become a parent. And it's like, it's just something else. And it's like, is that love? Is that true love? Or is that more than love? What is it exactly? And it's, you can't explain it. And it, you know what? It never stops growing. Every single day. Every time my kids do anything. Every time they come in my room and show me a piece of paper that they've drawn. Look, my son literally brought this in the other day. You can't, I don't know if you'll be able to see it on camera. It's just some engine houses and a water wheel and he just brings it in. He's so proud. He's so happy. He comes running in when I'm recording. He's showing me this piece of paper. I've got a stack of pieces of paper and things they make and they just bring in my office. I've got like Lego bits all over my desk. And it's like every time they do that and they just smile and you can see like how passionate they are about it, I swear I just love them a little bit more. And everything they do, I do a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And it never stops growing. It's magic. It is magic. It's the best thing ever.
I wanted to make sure we found the best talent from Africa and not just, use some of the sounds and did my interpretation of it. I wanted it to be authentic to what is beautiful about the music in Africa. So a lot of the drums, the chants, all of the...
While I remember, because it's in my head, I do want to say, when I'm like talking to people who are parents, if they ever talk about that feeling like Beyonce just did, and they ever talk about it, and you see that passion, you see that love in their eyes, they're just like instantly my best friend. Like I love it. When if you want me to fall in love with you, just come and talk to me about your kids. And if I can just see that, I'm like, this person's the best. I'm like, look how passionate they are about their children.
The music in Africa. So a lot of the drums, the chants, all of these incredible new sounds mixed with some of the producers from America, we've kind of created our own genre.
It doesn't even look real, does it?
The waves.
Hey, should I? Okay.
Yeah, that'll
There's
work.
food if you guys want some. There's food if you guys want some.
What kind of food?
It's tacos. Tacos.
Taco Tuesday.
No. I don't want tacos. Come. I want Aduke. Aduke kitchen. Can't you get some jollof rice?
I do it as a send, yeah.
Jollof rice.
Both of them, both for.
That's what works for the voice.
For the voice. What is it? Jollof rice? Is that how you say it? I've heard that's awesome. Never had it.
Your reign is over, Scar. If you want to get him, you have to get through us. Are you with me, Lions? So when Scar and Simba are fighting, then instead of Simba fighting the whole battle himself, the female lions basically kick ass. And so that's a new scene that he added after watching the tour.
The female lions basically kick ass.
Enough to take a more. Lie. You know fit to touch a more.
What is
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's
It's like a
a warrior chant.
Warrior chant,
It's
eh?
for war. Since
Mando.
the days of
Who?
no time.
No time.
Yeah.
You know time? Have you heard of this thing, time? Since the days of you know time? Love it. I'm now realizing how close the music resembles the emotions and flow of the movie. Like now it's like the battle thing, so the song represents the battle using like a traditional battle anthem, battle chant, like that goes all the way back. That's like dateless, right? And that it blends in with the movie, like the Lion King movie. Every song matches a different emotion and stage in in the movie, in what the characters are feeling, in what's happening. I mean, just now realize like how prominent that actually was.
Ghanaian, the female Ghanaians, they still have the ladies that go to war. They still have the women.
You know what I freaking love about this? You can see it washing over them. You can see it washing over them. Let me rewind. Watch this again. Let's start from the beginning. Watch as it's like a little bug, like going around affecting everybody one little time. Everybody starts moving. Everyone starts moving a little bit more. Look, watch. It's washing over. Ready? Slow. Look, slow. Yeah. Watch. Heads bobbing. Shoulders bobbing. Arms bobbing. Everyone, look at it. And look. Slowly. More movement. Even Beyonce.
It's a celebration of power and not allowing anyone to get in your psyche and to make you feel like you're anything less than a king.
This that rhythm, this that lightning, this that burn, this ain't no perm, this that nappy, this that herb, this that kinfolk, this that skinfolk, this that war, this that bloodline on the front line, ready for war. Where you gonna run?
Never take my power, my power. My power. I was always in the lead. Who you wanna be? I'm who they wanna be. BEAUTYE. Never seen so much rage from a queen. Rage from a queen. Queen so strong, thought she was a machine. Girl of your dreams, Sinclair regime. Turn to the masculine for. Refer to me as a goddess. I'm tired of being modest. 100 degrees the hottest. If we being honest, ebony antibiotics. Black people win. They say we being demonic. Why do you? I hate to have to.
It's a freestyle.
That's why I'm making deposits. Carry all about.
Maybe.
It's time to realize it.
The kick! The kick at the end! The kick at the end!
Oh wow!
Boom, boom, check you later. I roll with the danger. I know you keep danger.
Oh, I love the voice. Come on! Oh, man. I love the organic creation process that's gone into this. Gone into every song, gone into every moment. I freaking love it. I love it. You can see every single singer that's part of this song. You can see like that chemistry. You can see it forming. You can see like the organic sort of creation process as they just naturally craft this just out of their minds. Not some like perfectly structured corporate freaking song or anything like that. It's not. It's here. It's from here. And they just pour it into that microphone and they just turn that into music. You see that. You really see that. You so see that.
Life's not fair.
Oh, God.
Is it, my little friend? While some are born to feast, others spend their lives in the dark. Begging for scraps.
What does Scar sound like, you know, outside of the traditional score? That jealousy, that envy, that darkness, that struggle. And just diving deep into the psychology of Scar and how he ended up being so angry and so bitter, and also feeling compassion for someone so dark and so angry. Respecting each character, understanding that they all have a place and it's all a part of the circle of life, and understanding how all of those life messages apply to my life and all of our lives. And that's why The Lion King will always be a classic.
Yeah, I want to go from the top for that height in the scene. I have like some really cool ideas that maybe we could do some
like dark keys and stuff, and just come in with like.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. That was kind of cool. There's some bits in there. Now I'm gonna try something else.
In the jungle, ain't no Bible. Showtime, no recital. Show no fear, boy. Where's your spinal? Where's your backbone? Where's your pyro? I had to be everything you couldn't be for my survival, my own idol.
Honestly, one of my favorite freaking moments in this whole out. Like this part just slaps you out of nowhere. This part, it's a complete tone shift in the track. It just like takes everything down. Everything suddenly becomes so serious. It feels like everything up until this moment has been taken lightly, and now it's like, wake up, this is serious. And it feels like that. Like when I first listened to this part, I almost felt guilty for like enjoying it the way I was. I was like, this is more serious. This is darker than you expect. This song makes you feel like that.
Where the light go? Is it die so? Or like cryo? Crack my neck back like I'm the Cairo.
So much went into this. So much to make sure that
The Gift has been so much more than a celebration of the film
she
Lion
honored
King.
this
To be
culture,
able to
this
work
whole
on a film
continent.
that is so massive, so iconic, and to also represent African people and African Americans in a positive light is a blessing for me.
It's about who we are inside of ourselves, so it goes beyond the body. But in a way, also a way to connect to each other. So how, how we are all connected to one another. There was something about it that had a sense of equality, the equality of gender, the way there is a softness in being male and there's a strongness in being female. And it was nice through this song that kind of like goes beyond gender.
I love that. God, I feel like I just say I love that every time. Pause, I love that. Pause, I love that. But it's true. It's just true. The way that they're wording this here, that equality in the gender, that there is strength in being female and there's a softness in being male, and that like a song sort of transcending those barriers, that like societal barriers, is awesome. It's friggin' awesome.
The
and it's
king's
real.
time as ruler rises and falls like the sun. One day, Simba, the sun will set on my time here and will rise with you as the new king.
Simba.
I'm here, Mother. I'm home.
I've done other industry work, and typically the first thing that we're told is to water it down. We're asked to adjust the movement to make it more palatable for a broad audience. So when I came into rehearsal that first day and he was like, Johanna, can you show us a couple things? I was like, what? Me? Like, he actually wanted me to show real African dance. He didn't want me to mix it with any hip hop. He didn't want me to like do a fusion. He wanted me to teach them some real traditional African movement.
Hey, where's Baba Car? Oh,
I'll tell you what, it's both amazing and sad that that's the first time she's heard that. That in her whole career as being a choreographer, she's like, yeah, I walk into the room, everyone just says, like, this is what we do. And it's like, okay, well, we need to make it more palatable for a wider audience. We need to make sure that everyone can sort of feel it. We're going to mix it with this and mix it with that. We're going to make it fusion. First time ever walks into a place, goes, no, we just want you to, like, show us traditional African dance movements and just go for it. Absolutely go for it. No holds barred. Go for it. Show us and teach us. And that's the first time she's like, really? like I said, both amazing and sad. Like it feels like almost shocking that it took that long and that because of it you get that reaction. Feels like something that shouldn't have taken that long. But it's amazing that that opportunity was there in an industry that obviously didn't allow it.
That's my cousin. That's my cousin.
We superstars. That's how we
We superstars! We superstars!
Non mais foog ñu photo foog ñu vidéo non xalal non sama kisi bi mu ngi fi ci Amérique ñu def benn musique vidéo pour
Look at those superstars! Yeah!
Senegal to America.
It really
The
is
concept
something
of the
so
video
powerful.
is to show how God is the painter and natural beauty and nature needs no art direction. It's the beauty of color, the beauty of melanin, the beauty of tradition. The movie has an incredible spirit. It takes you on so many emotional rides. I wanted that to be represented in the melody. I wanted to produce a piece of music that gave you those same feelings of tension and struggle and doubt and realizing who you are and your strength and going for it and fighting for it.
The amount of people from all different places, all across Africa, different regions, different countries, different backgrounds, America as well, all coming together, all to work on this project, all to breathe true life into it, all to make sure it's 100% real, authentic, and showcases the best of their nations is just outstandingly perfect. And I don't think I've ever reacted to anything that does this, that does what Black is King does. I said that when I watched it. I say it now. This is something so big. It is massive. And it is so important. And it should be taught in freaking schools. It's like everyone should watch this. The album was crafted to make sure that everyone could, that it was ageless and genderless. And it was just, it was something that everyone could consume, the world, and just in a way feel that pride, you know, whether like secondhand or because you have a true connection to it, but in some way feel that, see it, witness it, and fall in love with it, and be educated and learn about like these people and learn about like this culture and learn about it. And it's powerful and it's moving, and I've never seen it before. And again, like this is similar to before. It's both sad that it's taken this long for a project like this to exist, but it's amazing that it exists because it is awesome. And I love so much how much it meant to Beyonce and how honest she wanted it to be and how raw she wanted it to be and how stripped down she wanted it to be and how she's poured everything into it, but made sure that everyone around her was doing the exact same, that everyone that signed up for this was just a reflection of her. They were all going to pour everything they had into it. They were going to share their stories. They were going to share their history in this music. And that's what she wanted. She wanted to bring everybody on to put a little bit of them in this. And they did. It's not a Beyonce album. It is a Beyonce creation. It's something more.
Yeah, for the very first time.
I think this is the greatest thing she's made. And it's hard for me to say that, to be honest. But I really think it is. I cannot imagine how seen so many people must have felt when this came out. How represented so many people must have felt when this came out. Gosh, Beyonce. Because I think this is amazing. And if I'm just being blunt, I think this is amazing, but I'm not black. I think, in case you weren't sure. And so there is a connection because of that, like, culture and history and ancestry I won't ever have. And, like, I won't ever have that to this. I won't. I'll always be an outsider watching this. And I feel, like, just amazing watching this. And I'm sitting here with tears in my eyes, and I feel proud for their pride, and I'm smiling, and like I said, and that's how I feel as an outsider. I cannot imagine what it must have felt like when this came out for everyone who was connected to this. I can't imagine what that was like. That feeling must have been such a special, magic one. You know, a lot of the dancing almost looks like people who have been taken over. Doesn't it? Like, when you look at the dances and everything, it feels like they've been filled up with something, and there's something inside of them. It's taken over their bodies. The movements look so bizarre in that kind of sense. Does that make sense? Feels like something's speaking through. Oh gosh, that fluidity. That just says paralegal there. Shout out the paralegal. When I watched Black is King, I didn't feel like there was anything I missed, any like deep meaning or anything like that. There was no part of me that felt like, oh, I missed that. But I did feel like there, and still do, that there is going to be so much to this that I won't ever understand. And I'm not saying that because I'm white. That's not what I mean. I mean, there's so much to it, like in the history and the culture and in the infusion of this project that I will never understand. I feel like I could sit down with everybody who worked on this, and it would take years to explain everything in it. Like every little thing, it's like that came from this, and that means this, and that's from here, and that means this, and that's this. Like that's the kind of like influence and creation that we are dealing with here. And that's what I mean when I say I don't understand. I feel like that would be the same for pretty much anybody. And that's insane. But that's what makes this so special. You could sit down with Beyonce herself, and I feel like this would take a lifetime to go through. You would pause every freaking shot. Every shot. Every time it cut to a different outfit Beyonce was wearing, or a different scene where something was filmed, different people, different songs, and in the creation behind those songs. You have the songs themselves, which had like multiple people from different backgrounds all came to create. And they all wanted to put a little bit of their history in the song, and a little bit of a culture in the song. So you've got all of that behind the song process. Then if you forget about that for a second, put the song over here. You then have the video and visuals. And with the visuals, you have the outfits, the costumes, the like what everyone's wearing, the location shots, and the pictures and the frames on the wall and the buildings and even like the dance moves. When you just touch the choreo and where the choreo comes from. And every single aspect, everything is something that means something. It's something that comes from somewhere. It's something that has a story. It is Africa in a movie. And it is amazingly crazy to think how Beyonce was able to make something like this. I can't, that's why I say, like, I can't think of anything else I've ever consumed in my life that is like this. Nothing. And I don't mean that as like an exaggerated statement. I mean that as fact. I cannot think of anything like this. Like, does anything like this even exist? I've never seen anything like this. Any project, anything. Which is why it hurts me to say this, because I love everything Beyonce does. But I truly think this is the best thing she's made. I think it is a masterpiece. I was shocked when people were telling me it wasn't actually that big. I was shocked when it didn't win awards. I don't know how. Am I crazy? Does this not seem like one of the best things ever? It blows my mind. I don't know how anyone could not watch this and just immediately be blown away by it. And then watch this documentary and hear everyone talking about what they brought to this. It really was. I don't know if we'll ever get anything like this again. I would love to just sit down and talk to Beyonce about this. If I ever get a chance to speak to Beyonce, which I don't think I ever will, but if I ever get a chance to speak to her, this is what I'd want to talk about. This is the only thing I'd want to talk about. Before this, I'd have a million questions. After Black is King, I've just got one. I just want to know, what was making this like? What was it actually like? What did it feel like? And then a million questions after that. What was with the choreo? When you were like learning and discovering all the choreo, was there a part of it that like meant a lot to you? Like what like choreo really felt like? Because when you watch the choreo, there are times when it feels like normal choreo, but there are times when it feels like we're watching people possessed, like something's got a hold of them. And what is that like? And even the people who do that, what does that feel like? Do you feel like you're like something's moving through you, or is that like you've just practiced for ages and you've been able to create that? I just feel like this is a fucking masterpiece. I do. Watching the behind the scenes makes you realize how amazing making this was. how much passion and commitment went into this. And she was even saying, and they were on a clock. They were on a clock. They had a deadline. And they made this. They had a time window to fit, and they made this. This is what happens when you get the right people on the right project. Beyonce made the right calls and got the right people working on this. And that is what happened because of it. It's just amazing. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. I want to share this with literally every single person. I already feel like I want to share Beyonce with everybody. But this, I can see why I came. This is the first thing my wife watched of Beyonce, by the way. She watched it by accident. She literally typed in Beyonce to Disney Plus. This popped up and watched it by accident. And I came downstairs and she was crying and saying that, literally telling me, I love Beyonce. She is amazing. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. And I was literally like, what the hell is this? She went, it's called Black is King. And since that moment, I've been so excited to watch this. And after watching it, you understand. You understand that magic in this. But then when you watch the behind the scenes, you really understand. There is a magic here that will never be replicated in anything. This is something so special. This is like time capsule stuff here. This is like the world has ended, but there's like a DVD of Black is King floating out there in space, and an alien picks it up and goes, what's this? It tells a story. I know it sounds crazy, but that's just a crazy image in my head. I hope you all enjoyed my reaction. Thank you so much for watching. I know these videos are quite long, and I really appreciate you all giving me some of your time. You're all wonderful. I love you all so much. And thank you so much for supporting my tiny little channel here on YouTube. Without you guys, I wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't be making these videos, so I appreciate all of them. And I appreciate all the support and all the kindness. And one day, if there's ever something gold sitting next to that, I just want all of you to know you made it happen. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And I can't wait to watch more Beyonce next week with you all. That's it from me, my friends. As always, you will see me in the next video.